What is up, you guys? Hey, sorry about the shadows here, but that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Um, yeah. What do you expect? What am I supposed to do? You know? Yeah. I just want to make this nice video and share with you guys a little bit of the joy I've experienced today and some of the great things that have happened today. Share those with you. So, I can't remember if I said anything about this in my last video, but I was recently blessed, and I got 3 bikes for free. I went to Walmart hoping to buy a bike, and they were more expensive than I expected. So, and it was a stretch that I would be able to afford one, but not only did I not have to pay a cent for these bikes, but I got 3 of them. It's insane. Anyway, I got two male bikes and then a female bike, and I'm just so stoked, so stoked. And so things have been going really good, and really, yeah, things have been going great. And I feel like it's been a long time since I've been able to say that. And really know it, or really believe it, or really feel natural saying that. Because, I mean, you can say things are going great, but are they really? I mean, isn't there something that is bothering you or bugging you or something? Isn't there something? But anyway, I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes when people ask me how I'm doing or how it's going. Sometimes I really hesitate because I'm just like, dude, there is so much going on. There is just so much going on, and it's really hard to make heads or tails of how things are going. What's the best way to say that? Am I overthinking it? Probably, but at the same time, I'm just aware of so much, and it's hard to just give a really simple answer about everything. But at the same time, yeah, anyway, long story short, things have been going great, and I'm really thankful for that. Really thankful for that. I feel pretty amazing. Honestly, I feel really good. I feel very blessed. I have friends that are solid, good, great friends. I have family in the church. I mean, the people, my friends at church are my family, really, is what I'm trying to say. And and I do have family in the church now. I do, because a lot of the ancestral work I've done has given my ancestors membership in the church. So I'm very thankful and stoked about that. That's absolutely true. I might be the only living member of the church in my immediate family, but I ain't the only one. And that's just so awesome. It makes me feel so good. And man, so many amazing things to just take in and experience. Right now, I just went through there's a big irrigation system on the side of the road back there, spraying water into the road, and you get to ride through it. It's the little things, but there's so much good stuff going on, and it's really kind of mind-blowing in a way. It really is so much. I'm gonna try to talk about it. I went to this thrift store today. If I try to stay in line in order, it's just not going to work out. I'm just going to start spitting facts. Just going to spit facts, and there you go. So, I went door dashing today, and I had success. And I mean, I didn't come away with a fortune or anything like that, but I came away with enough for my needs, which is the best. And I've got a little bit of gas in my car. I've got enough money to get some more gas. and get me to where I need to go for the next few days, which is great. And I had a really special order that was a gift, honestly. And I still can't comprehend it. So most of the orders I was doing today were about $5. Some even as little as $4. Some 7 or 8, 9, 10, 11. But most of them about $5. I took this $5 order, and it said, it was one of the different kinds of orders you get as a DoorDasher, and it says the customer will give you cash. I was like, and that's been tricky in the past because it's a complicated thing, because they're like, if you accept this order, you must keep in mind that you need to have change, because what the customer does is the customer pays you for the order you're giving them. And then most of the time, even if you're only getting paid $5 for doing the work, the customer's food today was $22.99, so he had to give me the whole $22.99. And usually that means that DoorDash takes a chunk of that money out of my pay, since I'm getting more money than the order has authorized me to pay, because it's not all tip money. The money's to pay for his food, right? So it's very interesting, and it might still keep up. It might catch up to me, I guess, and they might take some money out. But I go there for this $5 order, and I was nervous about not having change, but this time it didn't say anything about not having change, so I wasn't really worried about it. And he goes, "How much is it?" And I was like, "It's $22.99. He's like, "All right." He gives me $25. He said, "Keep the change." I was like, "All right, thanks, man." And so I get paid $5 for doing that, and then $25 for doing that. So I paid $30 to bring this dude his food. And I don't think that that's quite right. I think that, unless I'm just blessed, which is totally possible, but I think that money's coming out of my account, because they usually do like a counterbalance. They'll like take the money out that you got in cash to make up for the difference. But anyway, it was nice. I went thrifting. I went to Seaford today. I went to Seaford, and Seaford's not my local town. For you guys who don't know about Seaford, Seaford it's not a little town. It is a little town, but it's not a little town compared to other little towns around it. Seaford is like I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's technically a city, but I'd say it's a large town in Delaware. And Seaford's different because of Delaware. It's not Maryland, what I'm used to, so it's a little different because it's Delaware. But it's just different. It just feels different. It is different, and it feels different. There's a lot of churches in Seaford. That's one thing I noticed, and that's one thing that always seems apparent to me. There are just so many churches in Seaford. And so, on the surface level, if you're a Christian and you believe in that, and you think, there's mixed feelings about what that means. Okay, there's a lot of churches. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, you think it's a good thing, depending on how you believe. If you believe in, churches being good, then there you go. And then when you become I don't know, I've had mixed feelings from being a convert to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, from Protestantism into that. Mixed feelings. So, I'm like, okay, I've had this feeling for it, and this is a feeling I have, and I feel sometimes. It's like, okay, there's a whole bunch of churches. That's great. I'm glad there's all these churches, and I'm glad that there's so much diversity. There's so many different kinds of churches, which is great. And I don't want to be like bitter or negative or anything like that, or I don't know what the word is. Condescending, I guess. I don't want to be condescending. But inside, I know it's like, okay, well, that's great. There's all these churches. That's great. But none of them have the restored gospel. None of them except for one. And so all you churches are great, but you don't have the whole truth. We don't have the whole... There's more. We could have more too, and there's more to know and learn, of course. But they're still trying to do church the way they think church is supposed to be done. And I know that's what we're doing too, but it's not the same, because we know that the church we go to is the right church. And we know, a lot of other people know that too about their church. But there's the information about the church being restored and the differences in the doctrines, the differences in the additional revelations, all the different things that we have that the other churches don't have. And so it's great that all these other churches exist, but they are all just, they're trying their best. They're all teaching scripture mingled with the thoughts of man. And I guess that's a bad. Is that a bad or a good thing? It's like, well, it's kind of a mix. It's kind of a mix. It's good thing I got my sunglasses on because that sun is blazing. It's kind of a mix because you're not getting the whole truth. Yeah, you're not getting the whole truth, and you're getting things that aren't true. So that's tricky, and that's my dilemma about whether it's a good or bad thing. Because there you go, you get people's opinion. Because, well, I believe this is what the Bible means when it says this, versus this is what the truth is. Luckily we have prophets and apostles. We have people. We have so many resources that can help us that we have the ability to know with a certainty the truth. And all the other churches have that same ability as well, but they're literally like and it's not really that big of a deal at the end of the day because those churches are great too, and it's great that people have the truth. It's good that people have church. It's good that people worship God. It's good that they believe that Jesus Christ is our Savior and that we are to live like Him. It's good. Those things are really good. So ultimately, it's a good thing. So anyway, long story short, I just felt a lot of different things in Seaford today. I could feel it. It was different. And it felt like, I was telling my friend this, it felt like there was no cap on Seaford. It felt like the roof was gone. It felt like the roof was gone and everything was wide open. The heavens and everything was just wide open. But it also felt like, it was like, it was like, okay, that's great, but, it's great. It felt great, but uncertain. It felt like, okay, this is a great thing, but I feel like there's a lot of people here who just don't know what's going on. And granted, there's a lot of things we don't know as well, and we can definitely relate and be like, well, we don't know what's going on either, but it's not entirely true. We do know a lot that's going on. So there's that. But anyway, it was an interesting experience. But it was a good experience. And like I said, I had some success. Here's where it gets really good. I had some success in so the thrift stores I went to. The first one I went to, I was like in the midst of doing DoorDash, so it was like I was convoluted. I was like in the middle of working / I'm dashing, I'm pause dashing, I'm gonna go in this thrift store. I found this really cool shirt I wanted to get, but it was too small for me. And I was just sad, but I was like, can't win them all. So there you go, leaving that behind. And I overheard these two older ladies talking about books that they liked and authors that they liked. And they were just happy talking about it. And they're like, oh, well, you got to go to the Teen Challenge bookstore. That's like Christian bookstore, Christian Goodwill, Christian thrift store in Seaford. And they're like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. So I'm listening to them talk, and I was kind of waiting for them to be done looking where they were looking so that I could get over there too and look real quick. But I kind of just hung out nearby and looked where I could. And I heard them, and I said, hey, have you guys heard about the Dollar Book Shuffle store? It's a really good one. And they're like, oh, yeah. They're like, yeah. The one had heard about it, the older one didn't. And she's like, no, I haven't. And we helped her figure out where it was and stuff. And she's like, oh, well, I already have books and books and books and books. I have so many books and stocks of books and stacks of books and books in storage and all that stuff. And I do this with my friends, and we have a book exchange. And every month I have this and that. And I was like, wow, that's really amazing. She's like, yeah, it is. I was like, yeah, heck yeah. And she was like, how could you live if you couldn't read? How could you live if you can't read? If you can't read, how could you live? You know? I was like, dang, that's awesome. So it was really cool. And then, so I door dashed a little bit more, and then I went to another thrift store, and it was a Teen Challenge thrift store, which is a Christian thrift store, and I did not expect to find what I found in that thrift store. Because being an LDS, there's not all Christian books are LDS books. All LDS books are Christian books, basically. Like by default, basically. Yeah, pretty much. With the exception of some, like, I don't know, fiction, novels and stuff like that. But anyway, I've never found an LDS book in that thrift store ever. First thing I find right off the bat, bam, 2 of them, and I was like, they're LDS. I was like, it's an LDS publishing company. These are probably backwards for your screen. I don't know. I can't remember if it is that way or not. I think it is. They're like historical novels. They're like novels, but they're good. And they're written by this girl, so they're like slightly romantic, you know? It's like, oh my gosh, but it looks so cool. I'm like, holy crap, like my girlfriend might like these. And oh my gosh, it's LDS. I'm getting it. That's just how I am. Like, I don't even care. Unprejudiced. Complete unprejudiced. If it's Latter-day Saint, I'm getting it. Basically, unless I have 6 of them. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, if I see a Restoration DVD, I don't get it because I have a few of those. I have a couple of them. You know. But if I feel the need to get them next time to give to someone else, I will. Just don't feel that right now. I found those 2 LDS books, and then look at it, and then I see what I see. I see the Shadow Mountain Publishing Company and emblem on there. Shadow Mountain, which is like a spin-off of Deseret book, which is the LDS Publishing Company. That's how I find those books. I look for the publishing company in all the books. The Wednesday Letters, right? This is a really good book. I haven't read it. This is a good book. I haven't read it, but I know it is. Well, I do know it is. I know it is a good book. And I have the sequel to it. And the sequel is called The Wedding Letters. And I got 2 of those, and I found those. And now I have the first one, so it's wonderful. This is so exciting. I have a set, right? And it's just so exciting. And so I'm really excited to check this book out and read it. And I love the romantic side that comes with these books, because there's definitely a romantic side with these 3 books that I found. And I feel like I kind of need that. I needed that support. I needed that support in my romantic imagination, basically. I find myself in a relationship right now with someone who really do care for her so much, and I would say I love her so much, because I really do feel like I do. Like, I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. But I'm trying to be respectful of her feelings, because she doesn't quite feel that yet, or know if she feels that yet. So, yeah, she doesn't know if she feels that way yet. So that's fair. Anyway, I'm looking, and I'm like, I see that one, and I'm like, what the heck? And then look what I find. This is amazing. Okay, can't see it probably. This is The Things Which My Father Saw, Approaches to Lehi's Dream and Nephi's Vision. Are you kidding me? I found this in the Christian thrift store. Oh my gosh. So lucky. So lucky. Like, just so lucky. Like, it was so amazing to find those things. Like, I feel I'm so blessed. I'm literally so blessed. And, oh my gosh, yes. So just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And I'm like, well, heck yeah, I'm in this store for a reason. And so I'm thinking, though, I was thinking about asking this question before I went in there. I was thinking about asking them, like, hey, how do you guys sort your books? Because I never find any LDS books in here. And I feel like, no offense to people who work at that store, but I feel like the people who sort the books, if they're looking for Christian books, I feel like they're not always going to be able to discern whether an LDS book is a Christian book or an LDS book by their standards. In other words, A lot of people think LDS books aren't Christian books, and a lot of people think that LDS people aren't Christians. So there's that. So I was like, I wanted to kind of talk to them and find out, like, what's the deal? Like, I'm just curious, you know. I want to talk to your book people. I want to talk about how you guys do this. And then lo and behold, I find these awesome books. So I'm so stoked. I'm buying them, and I talked to the lady at the register. I'm like, do you guys, like, how do you do your books, you know? And I just asked her the questions, and she's like, oh, yeah, well, we do sort them. We sort them when they come in. We sort them. If there's anything inappropriate, we get rid of it, you know? And I was like, I'm like wondering what she means by inappropriate, you know? And then she went on to explain, basically, she meant smut. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, of course you wouldn't put that on your shelf. I was like, duh. Duh, don't put that on your shelf. Of course not, right? That goes, she's like, and anything that's inappropriate, we just throw away. I was like, well, you can't ask for a better standard than that. I mean, I would like to burn them, personally, though. But, you know what I mean? And so it was just great. And I was like, I told her, I was like, because I'm a Latter-day Saint, and I'm trying to find Latter-day Saint books, and I never find them. But today I found some. And I also felt like I was setting off the alarms when I said that, because she was kind of like, I don't know how she feels about it. And a lot of non-LDS Christians are like, there's an LDS book in here? Like, that's the Mormons. There's some Mormon books in here? We're selling Mormon books now? What does this mean? Oh my gosh! You know, so that's definitely a thing. Some people do feel that way and do react and act that way. For sure, they do. So I didn't know where she was at with that, and she didn't really, I mean, she seemed like, my whole interaction with her, she kind of seemed like deer in the headlights a little bit. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to talk to you and ask you some totally non-offensive questions and some totally non-dangerous questions. Like, this is not a big deal. I'm not trying to hurt you. Please just answer my questions. You don't even have to. But, like, I don't think this is bad. I don't think this is a problem. And I know it's not bad, so, you know. But anyway, so it was great. And then I go, and I was like, well, there's one other place, Dollar Book Shuffle. And I'm like, that's my place, dog. That's where I go, you know. But I've been there so many times, and I've never found an LDS book there. I think I have found some good stuff. I found like this much. Actually, oh yeah, Orson Scott Card. That's right, that's the author. I found some Orson Scott Card books there before, which is super cool. And I found some other books that are not LDS, but they're kind of in the vicinity, kind of somehow. So it's like, never really found. And they have a religious section that I have never found an LDS book in, which is sad. I'm like, dog, you have literally like 17 billion books in the store. You don't have any LDS books. And then when I asked them, they were like, what's that? I was like, Mormon books, basically, Mormon. And they pointed me to where their scriptures were. And there has been a Book of Mormon in there before, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, today I was before I went there, I got that $25 order, the $30 order. Like, gassed me up with money, and I just put gas in my car, which I needed, which took away most of the money I'd made. So I had about $10, and I got a cash tip $5 from another customer before then too, which was just amazing. On top of it, it was a good priced order. They tipped me through the app, and then they tipped me in person. Like, what? Like, it's so amazing, you know, amazing. But yeah, and so I'm like, dude, I want to go to the Dollar Book Shuffle, and I think they close at 5, so I better hurry up. Google starts, and then Google's like, they are already closed. I was like, no, they say they're closed at 4. So I get there, it's like 4:45, and I was like, dude, I get there and I walk up, and the sign on the door says closed at 4 o'clock. I was like, oh man, come on now, man. But I opened the door. I pulled on the door, and it was unlocked. I was like, are they really closed though? So I opened the door, and I went in, and there's a guy in there walking around asking questions. I was like, wait a minute, is this a customer? Is it a vendor? What the heck? The cashier guy, no, he's there. So is this place open or closed? What? And I'm waiting, and I'm like, are you guys still open? And he was like, yeah, kind of, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, you guys close at 5? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, no more questions. I'm looking. So I go and look. And there's a lot of things that are out of place. I didn't find anything in the books. I didn't really look that hard where I was in the main section. Because it's all organized by author, and it's hard to see the publishing company because they all have stickers over the book, And so I go and check the religious section, nothing there. And even though I really wanted there to be, and I prayed, there still was nothing there. I looked around, and I found a really cool Cal Ripken magazine. And it looks like it's way old, but it's only from 2007, so it's not ancient. But it's still pretty cool. It's really awesome, It's still it's still pretty cool. So I go and check out the DVD rack. I'm looking all around, and there's this couple in there, and the girl's kind of putting off some vibes to me, interesting vibes. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not checking you out. Like, I'm sorry that you're realizing, I guess, how vulnerable you are, but I'm not checking you out. I'm not here to check you out. Because she kept doing that thing, like, you're looking at me? Are you looking at me? Like, you're checking me out? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just, trying to look at these books, so can you just let me look at these, or movies? Let me look at these movies. So I finally checked out this rack that has, special interests, and they have all kinds of different stuff on there. All kinds. This is where, the restoration DVD is. And they had one. I've gotten them on there before, but they had one. They've had one. Each time we go, they pretty much have one, which is awesome. They had Special Witnesses of Christ. I should have gotten that one. That's a really good one. I have it already. But it's a good one. It's such a good one, and that's one that you should share. That's a really good one for sure. But anyway, I'm in there and I look and I'm like, oh my gosh! I found the most amazing. I found the Washington Capitals. Do you see my shirt? Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals 2018 Stanley Cup Champions DVD. I was like, are you kidding me? If I bought that on the website, it would have been 20, 30, 50, that much money. $2. Brand new, basically. I was just like, dude, this is amazing. This is so amazing. It's nothing less than God saying, hey, Justin, I love you, and I want you to have this. I put this here for you. I love you. Here you go. I love you. Here you go. Love you. Here you go. And I almost didn't look at that rack, but I started tapping into my spidey senses a little bit to look around and try to find where I should look. And I kind of looked around in that area, and that's when I quickly found that DVD. And then I looked a little bit more, and I found the General Conference from 2006. Yeah, that's kind of a random year, but you know what I'm saying? This is gold. This is gold. The whole General Conference. And yes, we have the app, and yes, we can listen and watch any talk we want to from the 70s up to now at any time we want for free on the app. Yes. But do you have the DVDs? Probably not. So I'm just super stoked. And I got some really, really cool things today. Really legit cool things. And I'm just super thankful. And these things were all very inexpensive. I still came away, like I said, with enough money for my needs, basically. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I decided to go home. I got the impression to go home after my presidency meeting, because I knew that it would be nice to be home and be able to get ready for church tomorrow morning and just have some things ready and stuff like that. And I'm not conducting tomorrow, but I have, it's still nice to get yourself ready, prepare, get your clothes ready and straight, get everything straight, right? Super good to do that. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, it's just really nice. But I'm on my way home. I'm pretty close. I'm getting ready to go over the bridge, and I'm 15 minutes away from home. And it's 7:40. So plenty of time to just enjoy the rest of the day. Chipotle is opening here in Cambridge, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. My hometown, and they got a Chipotle now. What? It's amazing. What? Can't see it yet, but it's right there. Kind of, yeah. I'll show you the Chipotle. Maybe you can see it. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so. Good. Good. Lots of good today. I got a bike ride in, and there's a little bridge. I live in the country, and so all my bike rides are on country roads, deeper into the country and stuff like that. And it's interesting. But there's this little bridge down in there, down in the country, back in the holler in the backwoods. And I'm down there. I ride my bike all the way to the bridge, which is not really a short bike ride. It's a nice bike ride. It's like now that I'm in the habit, it's not so bad. I can do this. It's not so bad. I got this, you know. But at first it's like, dog, I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. So, you know, it gets more exciting as you go. And I always pray to like see some really cool creatures while I'm out, like snakes or frogs. Or I don't really care about frogs anymore, unfortunately. I mean, I actually do. I actually love frogs. But when it comes to seeing frogs, I'm like, I've seen frogs so many times. In my life, it's not that big of a deal anymore. I mean, if I see a really big frog, I'm happy. If I see frogs anyway, I'm happy. You know. But I'm mostly about turtles and snakes, really. Because snakes are cool, and snakes are scary and deadly or whatever, dangerous, whatever sometimes. But and so are snapping turtles. Shoot. But I always pray to see turtles and stuff like that, and like I love that. I love turtles, love snakes, and frogs too. I love nature, like all the stuff, squirrels, chipmunks, everything. Love it. I'm always looking for those kinds of things. Anyway, I get down to the bridge this morning, and there's a truck on the side of the road, a really nice truck, and a tent, and a, what you call it? I don't know what you call this tent. I guess this thing's called a tent too, but it's like a fold-up roof. It's like a roof you can stand under. You see at events and stuff like that. A canopy, I guess, a four-legged canopy or something. And there's dudes, and there's like four. There's a lot of them actually. There's like probably 6, maybe even 8 or 10. Probably 6 or 8. And there's these dudes, grown dudes, hanging out there camping. I'm like, what the heck? That's private property. How are you guys doing this? I mean, you must have connections with the owner or something, or you're just allowed to do that, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, these guys are there, and they're speaking Russian. I'm like, well, welcome to my life. This is what happens. You just go to the bridge, and there's Russians. You know, in the country. You never know what you're going to find. So it was cool. I sat on the side of the bridge, and I looked at the water and just enjoyed the moment in the morning. Probably about 15 minutes. It was pretty nice. Listening to the guys chatting in Russian and stuff like that. And I got on my bike and went past them and looked over to him, and one guy saw me and I waved to him and he waved back to me. He waved back to me like this. He waved back to me like nicely, friendly, hearty wave, solid wave, unashamed wave. I was like, dang, that's awesome. I love that. And so I went up that way to get some speed because I was going to turn around and come back the other way, downhill. So I did that, come back down the other hill, come back the other way going downhill, and I was hitting it with speed, coming through that, right through there, and past all the Russian guys, and just like, you know, getting my speed going, you know. Had a nice little bike ride this morning, so it was nice. Came home, cooled off for a little bit. Can't remember what else I did before I went out, but just basically chilled for a little bit. Before I hit the road again. And yeah, but it was a good day. It was a really good day. I got some really good books, really good DVDs. Oh my gosh, just amazing. Like Score, Success, Massive Score, like if going to Seaford today was a thing where it was like, hey, did you do a good job? Yeah, I did a good job. I did a bunch of DoorDash orders and stuff like that, and I feel like I did a good job doing those things. It's like, yeah, but you wanted to go to thrift stores too, right? I was like, yeah. And like, well, how did that go? It went awesome. That's how it went. It went awesome. And like, I'm just so excited and thankful for the things that I got today. So yeah. Got some McDonald's on the way through. I was literally doing an order. I was like, dog, I gotta slide in this drive-through though. I'm gonna get this food there. Look, I need 5 minutes though. Give me 5 minutes, okay? So I slid through there and got my food, which was nice. I do that sometimes, but I try not to do it. I don't try to take advantage of people's time or manipulate it or use it to my advantage. Like when I have someone's food, I don't want to hold it hostage, waiting to get it to them or anything like that. I'm always prompt. I'm always as fast as I can, basically. I'm always prompt. So yeah. But yes, very good day. Our branch presidency meeting, which was great. Got some chocolate milk. Still working on it. I got one of these, which is pretty cool. Gatorade. Look, it's 100% daily vitamins. 100% daily vitamins. What? That's pretty rare. Never seen that before. I don't think I've seen that in any drink ever before, really, that I know of. So yeah, it's not bad. So I'm gonna get home, get my stuff out of the car, take a shower tonight, or this morning. Tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning. I don't have to wake up too early to get to church tomorrow because I don't have the early meeting, which is great. Because we had it today. It's awesome. It's a wonderful thing. Because I got a nice little, air freshener in here because I need it. Just a lot of really good things going on. I feel really good. My friend Matt's doing good. Feel sore in my muscles, a little tired of my muscles and stuff from the stuff I've been doing lately, but I went over to my grandparents the other day and opened their door. And I was like, hey, is your door opening easier now? And they're like, Pop-Up goes, no, you're just getting stronger. I was like, it's like, dude, how did you know? Because it's actually true. Because I've been lifting weights. I've been going to the gym, which is great. It feels so great to say. And I'm excited about that. I have a good buddy, a good friend to go with. And I found my balance with him. I'm finding that balance more and more. And just a lot of really good things going on. A lot of things to be grateful for. And I appreciate you guys watching this video if you've taken the time to watch it. Especially if you listen to this point into this whole thing, because there's a lot of me talking. But I am very, very thankful for you guys. Very, very thankful indeed. It's nice to be able to look at the sun. It's so beautiful. It's nice to be able to talk. It's nice to be able to share. It's nice to be able to get these things off my chest, basically. No, but it's nice to share. It's nice to share. It feels good. And otherwise, it's like, who knows? You only get to tell a little bit of the point, a little bit of the story as you go. So I like doing this because it's nice. I get to say these things and get it out there. I like to take the things that I've done, the things that have happened to me today, and I like to get them out there, you know. It's just such a strong testimony that God loves us so much, and He's given us so much. He's given me so much, and I'm so blessed, happy, and thankful. And if I get in a really rough spot, I want to watch this video and remember that I was really happy at this time. I don't think I'm going to get in that. I mean, I'll probably get in a rough spot. I'm sure I will at some point. But life is good, and I'm really thankful. Things are going really good. So there. What about that? What do you have to say about that? You know? So yeah. And as always, how are you doing? How is life going for you? I have some friends who've had some really good news lately, which is amazing. Really, really amazing. You know who you are. But anyway, congrats to you. And yeah, it's just really nice. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to having my eternal companion, to being married. It's kind of chill saying that. I'm looking forward to having my own place. Looking forward to this dude to stop trying to tailgate me. I'm getting ready to turn, so just calm down, buddy. Calm down. You know, I'm looking forward to all the really great things in life. I so am. And yeah, I'm looking forward to being married because I really want to just have that person in my life, and I want to be able to talk to them, which I can talk to my person right now. But when you live together, it's different, and when you see each other all the time, it's just different. It's like the idea of being able to talk to each other and not having a limit, it blows my mind. It just blows my mind. It makes me so happy to even just think about it. And having my own house and everything, oh my gosh. So I got this book as well. This is confusing and hilarious. Yes, that says Jaws, as in Steven Spielberg horror movie that involves a man-eating shark who eats men and children in the movie. And you see their limbs missing. And this is a children's book. What? No shark attacks in this book. But you know what? You ain't fooling me, buddy. You ain't fooling me, Golden Books. I know what this story's really about. But anyway, I got this for my future children. There, said it. Super excited. But anyway, I do that sometimes. But yeah, I can't wait to read them this, and then when they're 18, we'll watch Jaws. When they're old enough, we'll watch the movie. We'll watch Jaws, and they'll be like, "Dad, I didn't realize this was such a horrible story. Why is everybody dying? I read my golden book and it was happy." It's like, well, sorry to tell you, son, but there's a lot of lies in this world. There's a lot of things aren't what they seem, buddy. They actually use the real characters' names in this book. This is a golden book for kids, but it's Jaws. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They actually have Hooper and what's his name, Brody and Quint. What? Crazy. What the heck? It's so mind-blowing. It's so confusing. I'm like, I can't even deal with this book right now. I'm buying it. Okay, there you go. That'll fix that. I'll just buy it and that'll be fixed. So yeah. But I am so almost home. It's a beautiful day. It's a gorgeous sunset right now. Something in the road up here is a piece of trash. Yeah. But yeah, so many wonderful things. And riding your bike makes you appreciate your car, because you can't really get that far on a bike. I mean, you can't cover the same amount of ground. Now, if you ask a professional biker who wears that skin-tight clothing all the time, and they're all like, "Yeah, man, my bike costs $7,000, or whatever. How much the bike costs? You ask those guys, they can drive as fast as a car. I guarantee you, they will testify of that. They will tell you, I can outrun a car. I do it all the time. I did that today, actually. I outrun cars all the time. I'm sure they'll tell you that. I cannot outrun cars. I just have one speed. It's called my speed. And that speed is whatever speed I happen to be going. It's just how fast I go. But yeah, no. I appreciate you watching this video. Appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, I don't know how useful this video will be in the future. Maybe it will be very useful. Who knows? It's a video. It's a vlog. So, future kids, if you're watching this now, I love you, and you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because if not, I'll spank you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's been such a great day. Very, very thankful. Very, very happy. And my lady friend, my girlfriend, is working. I hope she's having a great day. I hope things are going good for her. I am officially home now. Just getting home. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. I didn't expect 45 minutes. You never know. I mean, when I make these videos, most of the time I cut them short because no mail today. Mail's already gotten. Okay. Look at this beautiful cinematography. I mean, the scenery is so beautiful. The lighting and all. I'm really being cinematic with my phone in the holder, you know. Lots of skill right there. But you know what? I put this holder where I thought it would cinematically suit the audience. So there's that, you know. Anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your time. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. Peace. Peace out. Peace out. Have a great day. I don't want to say goodbye, but anyway, I'm doing it anyway because I have to. Okay? Goodbye.